All right, it's February 16th, 2012 at about 37:38. Actually, it says 12:35 here, Pacific Standard Time. And this is HRM, Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte, also known as Reality Supreme Being, on the YouTube airwaves. Like I said, I'm having trouble with these computers. I don't know what the heck's going on, but other people are telling me they're not having the same problems. So this is what I call being attacked. It's not like they have anything to worry about. I've said so many things in my 100 videos. I'm sure most people, the 6,000, a little more than 6,000 people that have viewed my videos, don't care one or the other. Even if you had a direct vote and every one of those people voted for me, even if 10,000 people looked at it and voted for me for president, I wouldn't be president. You know, this is about across-the-board harassment. Of course, you know, I told people, don't comment to me. Go comment to the crapola White House and the Congress and the Senate and your state legislatures and your city and local bully authority figures, because that's all they are. And you think that just because society moves along and traffic tickets are given out and people's cars, boats, and motorhomes are towed away, you think that it's a great society. It isn't. It's a lousy society. But it's the only society you have, and it's better than any other in the world. That's a bunch of crock. Have you lived in absolutely every other country? Do you really know what it's like? Yesterday I had an old German told me that he had more freedom in Germany than he's ever had here in the United States. Go figure. They interviewed people from Cuba while Castro was still in power, and you had about a 50-50 mix. People that liked Cuba, they wouldn't leave it to save their life, and other people who just couldn't wait to get out. So it depends on your lifestyle. It really boils down to reality is either custom fit for your lifestyle or it isn't. Anyway, each one of us in the United States who are for voting age, we have a very hard time to deal with all these things. When the authority figures screw with people like me, and I'll enter some emphasis on that. I know I'm not the only one. Why aren't more people going on YouTube and saying this? Why aren't the bunch of you that really hate all the things that have happened to you that should not have happened to you, why aren't you calling the White House? You know, I challenged the candidates all to a debate on Valentine's Day. I said this yesterday. I was having all kinds of trouble 2 days ago with the YouTube thing. It's as if somebody is blocking me, and it isn't me. When I go to, and it's still happening, when I go to a video check on any computer, video audio check, you know, it'll say record, publish at the top, it'll say re-record, and on the left-hand side of your screen, right about over here will be the, right there will be the preview button. Right there. Over here will be the re-record button, and up here, about where my hat is, will be the publish button. When I go preview, you can't hear me talk. It won't come through the headphones. But if I go on YouTube and I listen to somebody else's video, I know it's not the headphones because the headphones play back the sound. The only thing that this YouTube is doing for me now is recording my voice. And 2 days ago, I recorded a whole 15-minute section. It was a beautiful one. I recorded, I think, most of it on my separate tape recorder, and none of it came out. It was silent, deaf and dumb. Deaf and dumb. It is unbelievable what this country is doing to me. And they're keeping me prisoner. It's as if they're trying to antagonize me, as if they haven't done enough over the last 25 years to me, And it's as if they haven't done enough to my twin, my 10-year-older twin, they've done tons of crap to him, more than me. And it's as if that's not enough. They want to see what they can do to you to break you. And I don't want to be broken. Why don't somebody that's so rich on YouTube see my videos and see this poor guy is unhappy? Why don't you send me some money? Wouldn't you rather have loyal Americans rather than people like me who hate I will never love or like this country. Hate about how much hate I have for your country, this crappy country called America, for me, is a nice word compared to what I really think about your whole country and all the people in it. It's a beautiful country, beautiful tourist places to go, wonderful panoramic views, the Grand Canyon, the meteor crater in Arizona, Winslow, Arizona, all the wonderful things you could look at. But it's all ugly because you inside, your feelings, your thoughts, your compassion is destroyed by the people that are in this country that are either, one, completely negligent of people's plights like mine, other people like me. Two, we're probably the only people who are qualified to run for any political office because we've been abused so much. We know where all the problems are. Obama's and George Bush, all these people, they're totally, absolutely blind, deaf, dumb, and blind to everybody's problems. They have no idea. Matter of fact, when I issued the first debate challenge to all the candidates, I didn't say where. Obviously, they probably thought it was going to be L.A. I was waiting for them to answer so I could say, okay, the debate is going to be here in L.A. on Valentine's Day. I don't care about their schedules. I don't care. Give your presents ahead of time and all that, but be here is what I was going to tell them when they contacted me for the challenge, for the debate challenge. And I wanted it to actually happen, and for me to be able to call it, because I know, there's no doubt in my mind, I was going to win the debate, hands down, against all of them. Because I've won these debates before, alternative presidential debates in the past. And this is not an ego thing. This is just common sense. If you take a person who's been beat and beat and beat over and over again, they know where all the problems are. These people have never lived homeless. They've never been out of a job. And if they were, they weren't suffering, not like me or like other people. And they didn't have their property and possessions taken from them. With the officials using the color of law to do it. I'm coughing a lot now because I'm getting infections in my throat because of the dental sepsis, and I'm refusing to go to the doctor because I'd rather die than live one more day or another month in this crappy, evil country who continues to ignore and neglect my plight. People as well who are ignoring my plight, they'll go and set little... there was these people that were killed here in L.A. A little girl, a woman tried to drown her 2 babies. She succeeded in drowning her 1-year-old. So the neighbors, of course, are putting a little memorial in front of their people's house, and it's really sad what happened. The woman obviously was, mentally challenged, mentally ill, and was copying what that woman did in Texas, where she drowned all 5 of her kids. The point I'm making here is that you'd rather watch me die, just like what Evel Knievel said. You people haven't come here to watch me jump the cars. You've come here to watch me splatter. You still have that animal, instinctual, deep-setted root feelings of being in the Roman Colosseum and watching innocent men, women, and children tossed to the lions to be eaten and torn apart. You still have that. I don't, but you people do. Your 7,700 years of war in bits and pieces all over the world, your whole history's full of it, proves it. You've got a horrible rap sheet, the whole human race. And you've only had a little less than 300 years of peace worldwide. That's the lousiest rap sheet I've ever seen on any criminal activity. Aiding and abetting criminal activity, and that's what I call it. The human race has aided and abetted this lousy, repeated criminal activity. Obama's guilty, George Bush is guilty, Clinton was guilty, Reagan was guilty. They're all guilty, all of them. Every man, woman whose voting age is guilty, who pays taxes, is guilty of aiding and abetting death and destruction of innocent people all over the world in all of these police actions and alleged wars. Anyway, so I challenged them to debate the presidents, these presidential candidates, and the president on Valentine's Day. They didn't come. Obama was here for 2 days. I think he's here one more day today. Obama, if you see this video tube, you're a nigger. You always will be. Because one, if you're not aware of me, then you are. Then you are. There's no doubt about it. You are the N-word. Okay? But nigger was used. One person told me if you look in the super critical definitions of nigger, it's a Michigan farmer, supposedly. I've heard that story. But it doesn't matter what the definition is. Sticks and stones may break our bones, but words should never hurt adult lives. Okay? You should be adult enough to be able to, deal with it without getting violent about it. Words are important when you talk these words to kids because they learn these words and they use them. They use them in school and then the other kids pass them on. That's where words are important. So those words shouldn't be used around kids. But here you are, the Bilderberg Group, all the big New World Order, they go to these meetings, these highfalutin, high-priced people who are so rich beyond their wildest dreams, and they go to these meetings, they're invited, including future presidential candidates. They would never talk Bilderberg. I've yet to see one reporter at any debate say, both of you, Democrat, Republican, have you ever been to a Bilderberg meeting? Because I'm going to ask that at the debate. If anybody shows up, I'm going to ask them that. Yes or no? Have you been to a Bilderberg meeting? Have they invited you? I'm going to ask all kinds of questions about this. Okay? What you have here is a criminal conspiracy. A criminal conspiracy that has been taking place for decades. And at the local level, a criminal conspiracy of aiding and abetting and hurting people like me, taking our possessions, our pride, our self-esteem, and even causing illnesses in our lives by using the color of law. What I call vicious cycle laws, to aid and abet and destroy a person's financial standing wherever they are, whatever step in the financial ladder they are, they're knocked off and they have to start all over again. Go to the end of the line. These laws have to be wiped off the books forever. We have to have officials, people who represent our laws at the state, federal, and local level that really conform to the most strict form of common sense and logic that has ever been amassed, ever in the whole human race. You have to get rid of all these people. I mean, look at this. Their haphazard, dysfunctional system, the United States of America, has destroyed, the last 10 years of my life being the worst, has destroyed my life. And nobody cares. I don't see 10 million or 20 or 30 million people outraged beyond their wildest, angriest feelings. I don't see anybody coming to my YouTube or coming to my rescue and saying, God, Caesar, I'm sorry. I had no idea that all your cars, your trucks, everything you worked for 20 years, everything that your friend worked for, your older friend, your twin worked for more than 30 years has been literally ripped off using the color of law from both of you. This is what I call evil. Deception. We're still living in the dark ages where you don't draw and quarter a person. You don't chop their heads off. You do it in an abstract fashion. You do it by remote control. So yeah, you people, as you watch this YouTube, you're watching me die. It's 14 minutes and 11 seconds into this video, and I'm sure that some of you are really enjoying this. Oh good, when he's dead, we won't have to listen to him anymore. Well, actually, I'll be the one that's lucky. Because I'll be dead. I won't have to think about waking up every day, thinking about all the damage that's been done to me, not being able to stop thinking about it because I really wish. That's why I ground my teeth away at night, because I'm not violent, and I'm so angry that I can't fight back and knock these people totally out of office. All of them. Every man, woman who's running this country gone forever. And you people won't back a person like that. You're so stupid. You're just going to let it go on. You people don't know what you're setting yourselves up for at all. No matter how much money you have, nothing's going to protect you from what's coming. I'm one of the only people on the planet, and there's very few of us, that know what to do to stop all of the evil ramifications that are coming to all of you. But you want to go on. You want your tsunamis, you want your, my stuff didn't get destroyed by natural disaster. It was destroyed by your collective, your complacent attitude, your negligent attitude, your United States of America collective. Your collective destroyed my life. And other people's lives as well. And it's still doing it concurrently, even as I talk every day, before I take my last breath and die in front of this crappy YouTube, where I'm getting no amount of views that I should be getting. The next presidential debate is St. Patrick's Day in March. Obama, if you're still here in LA, I'm still calling you the N-word. You're a jerk and an ass wipe. You have no respect for yourself because you won't do the right thing. Come on, I dare you to come talk to me nationwide, worldwide, so I can put your ass where it belongs, which is out of the Oval Office. Okay? Because you people don't know what you're doing. Why do you think you're not the only one that's doing this? See, we all know that presidents have advisors. Well, advisors don't work unless you have that last person to make the final decision. I'm no different than you, Obama, or Newt Gingrich, or Romney, or anyone. Like I said, you should have taken a collection of all the questions that have been asked by all these candidates and come on YouTube and answer every one of the questions in rebuttal or in agreement to Romney, Gingrich, me, anyone who claims they're running for president. I'm a viable candidate. I'm poor. I don't have support because nobody knows about me, because the media is also in on it, on the blackout on me. So you go on. You keep doing that. You're only hurting yourselves. And by the way, you are all child killers. You pay 75% of your tax dollars goes to the military. You all kill people all over the world. I've never paid 1 penny of tax on it. Never will until I am emperor of this country, above the president, above the vice president, above Congress, above the Supreme Court. That's when things will change. Talk to you later. The debate's on. You better show up. St. Patrick's Day, or you'll be, for the second time, you'll be the cowards that you are twice.